Okay guys, how is everyone back out skywatching? Absolutely perfect clean night for skywatching. Them stars are out. It's not quite dark. The sun has just set over the horizon. There's no moon. In half an hour it's going to be pitch black. It's going to be great. And that hopefully will let this camera see exactly what is moving above. I have noticed over years of skywatching that winter time, even though you get darker skies, there's not much moving up there. As you go into spring and summer, a lot more moving around. I don't know why. Maybe because the UK is sort of pointing more towards an equatorial position. I know a lot of the satellites and whatever else is moving up there gets spotted more towards the south, towards the equator. That is possible. I don't know why. Wintertime you don't see much, summertime you do. Just focus a bit into them stars. I may be right, I may be wrong about that, but I have noticed, like I said, over years of skywatching, even though the winter you get darker skies, you never seem to see anything moving about. Summertime, it's non-stop. We're in spring, so let's have a look. I'll get on these moves, guys. Haslingden in Lancashire, UK. There we go, what a view, but not quite dark. I'd say another half an hour before we get them real pitch black skies. No moon, no wind, no haze, which is quite rare over this part of the world. I'm going to handhold tonight, all night. I just find it better. I can move the camera around when I see something moving like that, which probably is a satellite. I do have the apps, the satellite apps, the flight apps. I'll only check them if I think something is unusual. But I like moving across the sky. I'll put down to being a satellite. So yeah, hand holding, I'll try and keep it as steady as possible. See there you got the Pleiades sensor screen, the Seven Sisters. Orion, the Orion Nebula, just beneath it. Not too far away from a road, and there are street lights there, so I'm going to get up on these mirrors, get away from the sound and the light, see what we can see. Great to be back out doing this. And if you have been watching my other recent videos, visiting places, pre-location videos, places I want to go skywatching or investigating other things overnight, probably with a group of people, hope you have enjoyed them. So we're heading up to this moorland now. Like I was saying, plenty of new locations coming up where I will be going out with a group of people. I will be advertising. I'll put it as a post on the YouTube feed if you're interested. I'll let you know the dates and times and where to meet. So still not quite dark. Let's check up there. Got a few bright lights. Just at the side of here there is a factory with its lights on, but once I get over these mirrors it'll be perfect. There's something moving up there. There we go. Satellite probably, but something else. Like I said, once you start getting into spring, you start to see a lot more moving about. Wintertime you don't. That's just my experience and my opinion. Like I said, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because we're starting to roll a bit more south in the UK, more equatorial I should say. That's where a lot of things do orbit. Who knows? So I'll just stop here a minute. I'm leaning against a gate to these mirrors, but it gives me a steady picture. Good clear picture of Orion and the Orion Nebula over there. Got a plane crossing up there. I'm using the Sionyx camera, the Sionyx Aurora Pro Color Nightvision camera. If you're interested, link in the description. Affiliate link to Amazon, have a look at it. Great camera. I put a lot on my other channel recently. SW Explorer, it's just about the outdoors, that. Camping, camper vans, hiking. If you're interested, the link is in the description of all videos. Let's have a look. What's in these skies? There was a great sighting over the UK in many parts of the northern hemisphere. I think in more the UK and Europe, of a big swirling light in the sky over the last, I think that was 2 nights ago, and a lot of people saying it's SpaceX dumping fuel. So maybe I have seen videos like that before when SpaceX has been coming into land. I wasn't out that night, missed filming that, but I'm no expert, but that's what I think it was. Still need this factory, you can hear some background sound, there's a bit of light pollution. I'll get all on the mirrors soon, just leaning against this fence to get a good steady picture. As you can imagine, if there was some unexplained things moving up there, we would get it with this camera. Another plane right ahead. I'll head up, guys, to these Mulans. There's a steep climb. Nearly up on the top of these now, as you can see. The sun, not long set, a bit of light up there. Bit of misty clouds as well. I hope that doesn't come over, but let's have a look. The stars are out lovely and clear. Forgot the big airplane crossing. We're on the flight path of Manchester Airport. I think Manchester Airport, as a plane would fly, is about 25 miles away, so there will be plenty of aircraft. Looks like a sat crossing up there, and airplanes, when they come in with the landing lights on, can fool quite a lot of people, including myself. Bright light, it doesn't seem to move until it gets closer, then you realise it's a plane. Great stuff. Love doing this. Let's head a bit further up. Got foreign buildings over there, they've got their own IR lights, as you can see. Just focus that in a bit. It's a manual focus with this camera. Watching their land. And if you believe there's big black cats running around in the UK, you might not be wrong, because there's been 2 spotted over here over the last couple of months. I have set up trail cams. Spoke with one of the guys who I do know, who saw one when he was walking his dog at night time. His torch lit the cat's face up. The cat ran, never had time to film it. And quite a few local YouTube channels are creating videos about the big black cats, because I've been seeing a lot around this area. But tonight with Skywatching, But if I do see anything like that running around, obviously I will be filming that. Who knows what we're going to accidentally catch on camera. Get a bit further up. Just get a bit further up, guys. Give me a second and then I will stop. And I will, it's warm. That's one thing, it is actually quite warm tonight. Oops, nearly fell then. Got to be careful, such big uneven ground and ditches over the moorlands. I'm not using any extra light tonight, no IR, just the camera itself. But that is good enough to pick anything up in the landscapes. And yeah, it's warm. I'll probably lie down. The grass is quite dry, we've not had rain for a couple of weeks. And never lie down. Get a steady picture of the skies. If there is a cat around, it's probably not the best thing to do, but let's have a look. Because when you're holding this camera above your head, although I do prefer this way, it does get your shoulders and arms aching. So sometimes a tripod is a good idea, but just doing this tonight. A little bit of wispy cloud over there. I wish I was out the other night when that spiral was seen, even though I think it is explained as SpaceX dumping fuel. I think it is, because I've seen videos like that before when SpaceX has been coming in. Who knows, I'm no expert, another light moving out up there, probably sat, but again, who knows. Great to get out doing this again. I'm just filming the skies tonight. Quick look at the landscape sometime. I've got a couple of beers in my pocket. You won't see me on camera, I'm chilling out. You don't want to see me. You see enough of me if you're on this channel walking about. Just filming whatever's out there. Big light behind me, which is probably a plane, like I was saying. Let's have a look, turn around. A little bit hazy, really. Probably a plane coming in. See, it's just changed now, and there we go. Perfect timing. If I would have turned around a minute earlier, there was a big bright light in the sky, and all of a sudden it changes. I think that explains when people see bright lights and they say they've morphed into a plane. They're pretending to be a plane, but people do say that. No, it's just the landing lights coming in the change direction. We just caught that. Should have turned around a bit earlier because it was a lot brighter. Oh, there we go. Now, these particular things, to the naked eye, looks quite a blue-green colour, like a turquoise maybe. They seem to move faster than your usual satellites. Probably is a sat. I've seen a few of them recently. So I get a bit shaken out because my shoulders are aching, holding the camera above my head. I'll just film this, then I'll go and sit down on the grass and maybe lie down. Let's keep behind them just in case they do change direction. High speed, there he goes, alright. Give me a second, guys. So, just sat down now, it is a bit wet actually. Up here. I think that's Jupiter up there, that bright centre screen, just below that plane. I don't think I'm going to lie down, it's quite wet, so I don't mind sitting. And I love doing this, you just never know what you're going to see. Even if it's just lots of satellites all crossing together, or SpaceX, or sometimes unknowns, you never know. Like the other night, that big spiral in the sky, which a lot of people reported. You know, people must have been looking up thinking, What am I looking at here? Really would have loved to have seen that, but I wasn't out that night. You see quite a few planes up there because of Manchester Airport. All being quiet. Thought there was a plane actually moving away from the star. I thought that light was moving towards me. Guys, if you've never been out skywatching, find yourself a dark area. Keep yourself safe, like I always say. Tell someone where you're going, what time you're going to be back. You don't always get a phone signal all over these moves, but it's so relaxing and quiet. Looking up at the skies puts you at one with nature, makes you realise what is out there and how insignificant we are. Possibly not quite as clear as it could be. Looking good through the camera. Excuse me, seems a bit, maybe a bit hazy, but can't complain. I don't know. Maybe not. Just giving you time for your eyes to adjust. But yeah, there's a little bit more wispy cloud about them the last couple of nights, but the camera sees through a lot. Oh, there we go, just opening my account with my left hand. I think I managed that without dropping it. There we go. Have a beer, have a chill. Love it. Like I said, there have been plenty of clear nights, but a lot of these nights have had the moon out. And with the Sionyx camera, it's that sensitive to light. The moon just washes it a lot out. Lots of lens flare. It's not ideal. So I have learnt the best skywatching nights are without the moon. Even though I haven't recorded the moon for a while, I've got the Nikon P1000. But there's a lot of videos of the moon zooming out onto it. It's very interesting looking at the moon. Not done that for a while, but I will do again soon. I do like these moonless nights. Very nice to look over. Yeah, definitely a bit hazy actually, but it's right. Okay guys, just give me a second and I'll just thank the members. I don't do this in every video because I don't want people to think it's all about memberships. It's not, but I do like to thank people. So thank you Tracy McCann, thank you Dawn, thank you Chris the Toffee, thank you Shaky Maker, thank you Tim B, thank you Barbara Bembo, thank you Susan 71, thank you Joanne Redison, thank you Cliff Fixjohn, thank you All Eyes Open, thank you Storm, and thank you Penumbra for your memberships and that extra support, much appreciated. Some of the videos will go on for our members to watch before they go public, and when I'm out and about there will be some behind the scene photos, some extra little videos, and I want to try and get up to 20 members. I think there's 12 or 13 now, and then start some live members only live feeds and chats. I don't think there's much point doing them just yet because you're very unlikely to get anybody on, maybe one or two, and I might end up talking to myself. I think you need at least 20, you might get a bit of an audience. So thank you very much, you members. Something faint moving up there. It's great, isn't it, looking out into the universe. We do see more moving around as you move towards summer, for whatever reason. Anyone knows the exact reason, do let me know. Summertime. I spend a lot of my summer down in Wales, near the coastlines, very dark skies. And as soon as you look through this camera, there's things moving all over the place, crisscrossing. You can see 5, 10 shooting star there, that would be great. You can see 5, 10, 15 all at once moving across. But you can have the camera set up on a tripod in winter and you don't see anything for an hour or two. It's very, I don't know why. With my theory about things orbiting more equatorial and in summertime we're facing more in that direction is right. I don't know. These cameras have a tendency to steam up a bit when you bring them out into the colder air. It's not exactly that cold tonight, but it has been inside today, this camera. The room temperature about 20 degrees and out here now it's about probably 9, 10. So temperature difference does make them steam a little bit, but it doesn't really affect what we're seeing. Do we enjoy these videos, guys? Very relaxing. I love them, so relaxing. I hope it chills you out. Great stuff. Another bright one moving up there, not checking the out. Probably a sat, not looking unusual. Keep my eye on it in case there's a change of direction, but it looked like it was changing direction, but there is another one just to the right which causes that illusion, I could say, but it's on the path, is that? But of course, if there is anything off-world moving around up there, why should they be zigging and zagging, zigzagging, I should say, all over the sky? They shouldn't, they'd just be travelling along, wouldn't they? People say things are just travelling in a straight line, then it's just a satellite. They probably will be, but I'm sure any advanced craft up there and beings aren't going to be zigzagging all over the sky. They'd be travelling along as well. A few all there tonight, no one crossing. That's good. So we'll keep having a look around, might catch another meteor, but best to keep filming because so many times I've stopped filming and big meteors pass, fireball or other things. Some things seem quite unexplainable, but I've missed them because I wasn't filming, so I need to keep filming as much as possible. It's great, the community on this channel. That's why I started it, to talk and get to know like-minded people. So many people go out and doing this now. We all have good little chats and then comments. People tell the stories of what they've seen. So do check out the comments of all videos. Get to know some great people. Interesting stories. I've got lots now. I'll do screenshot all the interesting stories on my phone, and been saying for a while I'm going to tell them in the van on the stormy night, but we haven't had any stormy nights for a while. I've been out filming different locations, like I said earlier, pre-location videos where I plan to get out this summer with a few people, different places. And if I do miss anything and you see something, let me know. Because, as I'm doing now, I'm just talking into the camera. The camera's pointing up. I'm not looking through the lens, because I do like to enjoy this sky watching for myself as well. It's great looking through the lens, but sometimes I just like to look up into the skies myself. So anything could be on this camera, so let me know, guys. We'll be down Wales again soon, looking forward to that. Camping down in Wales, sky watching. Look how fire going. Some food cooking on that fire. A few beers, a Southern Comfort, or 2 or 3. Love it, can't beat it. Just having a couple of hours tonight. I've got work tomorrow. Time we're on now, I think. Let's have a look. Hang on. Nearly 9 o'clock. Yes, I'll stay out for another hour or so tonight. So this lens is hazing up a bit, but it has gone quite a bit colder now. So I've been moving up there. So things are just slightly blurry. I don't think it is a hazy sky. I thought that when I was looking through the camera. I just looked at the lens, there's a bit of steam on it. Well, it is what it is. Another good thing about summer, you don't get that, because it's a lot warmer. Obviously at night time you don't get the steaming of the lens. Well, I found the best thing to do is acclimatise it, keep your camera outside for an hour before you come out, and that won't happen, but I've been in the house today. Oh, it went very bright then, but probably just reflecting sunlight. But sometimes they go bright and then they go dim like that. If you happen to be asking out for a sign and that happens, you maybe think you're communicating. I don't know. I think it could be a coincidence and that could be the reason. Might be wrong. I don't know, guys. to the plenty moving across tonight. But we're off to something unusual we can't explain. Maybe the satellites, who knows? Probably will be. Like watching planes. Many people report things following planes. I filmed that myself, maybe at one point. Like I said, who knows? We're just going out, filming the skies. If you don't get out, you're not going to film anything. No expert. So relaxing, love it. It's fault now that most of the stars you see in the night sky have planets going around them. Quite a good percentage will probably have Earth-like planets. Amazing what could be out there. We're only looking at our own galaxy. There's trillions of galaxies. I think there may be billions of Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. And there's trillions of galaxies. What is out there? Incredible. You might have seen in one of my previous videos I bought a Vauxhall Insignia. Just driven about to get to work and back. I don't want to be using the van to go to work and back. I thought about making it into a little micro camper, but that thing has been in the garage for the last week. It's got a few problems, so I bought a Toyota Avensis. They're all older cars these. I'm not made of money. Older cars. So that is my next project, little micro camper with that. And get this Insignia sorted, I'll sell that, because if you buy a car and it ends up in the garage, best not keeping it. Problem after problem once it starts. There, little micro camper out of that. I'm yawning now, getting tired. Got work tomorrow. Plenty of lights crossing, satellites probably. I am looking, I used to have an X-Trail, made a camper out of that. I am looking at another X-Trail. I'd love to have a load of land and a load of money. I could buy whole sorts and try and convert them, but I don't. But I'm interested in them, in that sort of thing. But if we get an X-Trail, I'll have to sell the Toyota, although it is. Toyota's well known, very good engines, last a long time. I do like it. I'll show you in a video, try and do something with it. Seems to cleared a bit more. It did go a little hazy earlier. Always a hero of the mirrors. Sort of, you think you hear footsteps. I was just looking behind me then. Seeing anybody who were walking up, can't see anyone. Well, out in nature, like I said, your senses play with you. There are animals about. Lots of deer in this area. So I've got quite a few collabs set up. If you're local to this area, Pendle Hill and the Haslingden Moors, you might know Winter Hill. A guy called Mick McLaren. I've arranged a date with him. We're going to meet up. I'm going to take him around the Pendle Hills, show him about. Hopefully it'll be clear. Do some skywatching. That'd be a good video. And Jamie, if you are watching, we are going to meet up. I haven't got around to it yet. Ben 401 Files. We've mentioned meeting up, and we will do this summer. Rough walkers from Pendle Hill. Couldn't make it when I mentioned a few weeks ago over the Pendle Sculpture Trail, but we'll definitely meet up. Quite a list. Can't remember off the top of my head. Looking forward to meeting Mick McLaren. Seems to know his stuff. Love watching his videos. And Ben, Jamie. It's a community. It's great. Used to once think it was just me stood on the moorlands filming things and filming the skies, but as we speak now, there's people all over the place doing it, especially in this area in Northern England. Lots of local channels out and about. Wayne and Dawn from Brookhead and Motherwolf started hiking around, trying to find signs of the big cat and they wanted to do some sky watching. I did go out over the Haslingden hill, which is just behind me, a few weeks ago. The place is littered with body parts and bones. I'm sure something is killing them. The big cat has been seen over there many times, and we will get out again. I do know they watch these videos, so Wayne and Dawn, if you're watching, we'll arrange something if you want over the next week. Be great. Either over here or Pendle Hill, wherever you want to go. Something moving up there. Another sat probably. Bit of a cold, a bit sniffly. So check that out again. Moving along. So plenty of lights moving along, satellites probably. I think we've got a shooting star on camera. I haven't seen anything unusual myself. Who knows if the camera's picked something up, because I'm always looking through the lens. I'll check it back, but if you do see anything I've missed, guys, let me know in the comments. Great to get out sky watching again. Short video, little sky watcher. Lots more of this sort of thing coming up all this summer, especially from Wales and over these hills and Pendle Hill. So do get yourself out if you can. Keep yourself safe, like I said. Tell someone where you're going, what time you'll be back. Quite often these places your phone signal is non-existent. Maybe take yourself a backpack. So if you have to stay the night, you'll be alright, because if you do injure yourself on your own, you might have to. So take care out there. Take your equipment, point it at the sky, see what you can film. Sure, any sightings in the comments. Great to hear people's sightings. So many interesting sightings. So it's getting cold. I'm off now, guys. Work in the morning. You lot, take care. Thanks for watching. Nice to get out under these clear skies again. Lots more coming up. Speak soon.